Naaman was a rebel. I tell you today that it is possible to be morally right in the society. I tell you today that it is possible to live in accordance with God's law and uphold all the teachings of the Bible and uphold all the teachings of the spiritual prophets. I tell you today that it is possible to live a morally right life. But that's not enough. Because the Bible says, all our righteousness, but what? Filthy rags. Oh, how we love to make a list about ourselves. Oh, how we love to say good things about ourselves. But the Bible is saying that we ought not to say so much, because everything about us is wrong, except viewed in the eyes of Jesus Christ. So Naaman was a baby. Leprosy was a problem in his life. I'd like to tell you that being morally right, being seen honorable by men, being seen as a church elder in the church, being a pastor in the church, being a chair for camp meeting, being a good man in your family is not enough. There is something else that God needs in His people that must spread the gospel in the last days. There is something, there's a call that God wants to bring people back to Himself, because morality is not a standard of God's righteousness. I like to inform you that there was a rich young ruler that came to Jesus Christ and said, "What must I do to attain eternal life?" And Jesus said, "You should give the Lord what He said, I've kept everything." He was morally right. Unfortunately today that our spirituality in the Seventh-day Adventist Church has come down to us having a spirituality, looking at people based on their works. And because they give better, because they come to church at 7 a.m., because they sing in choir, because they are busy with God's business, that we view them as the only beings that can save God. All our righteousness but filthy rags. Our righteousness is not enough in the eyes of Jesus Christ. Our righteousness cannot do anything pertaining to our salvation. Salvation by works is not a doctrine of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. But today, it is what Adventism is all about. Judaism is what has taken place in the world today. When you preach to people about freedom and liberty that we find in Jesus Christ, that the only righteousness that is accepted by God is the righteousness of Jesus only. It's the only righteousness that imputes. It's the only righteousness that imparts. It's the righteousness that justifies. It is the righteousness that sanctifies. Nothing that we do about ourselves has anything to do with our salvation. All our righteousness but filthy rags. Naaman was told, we're told of a good report about him. But one thing was a problem with him. He had leprosy. That problem was big enough in his life that it was soon eating up his life. Naaman was exposed to death because we know that the problem of leprosy was a thing that could not be cured. Hello? You could not be cured of leprosy. So Naaman was only waiting for the time for him to die. Naaman, the Bible says, if you keep one law and offend in one, you are guilty of what? All of them. If you're a good man in your family, if you keep the Sabbath law, but you look at a woman in a different eye, the Bible is saying you have committed adultery. And because you have committed adultery, you have offended all the what? The law. So I am telling you that there is nothing about our righteousness that can save us except the righteousness of Jesus Christ. So James 2:10 the law on our own. We need Christ to give us the power to keep the law. When Christ redeems us, when He gives us the grace, He pulls us out of sin to the newness of life. And Paul confirms that by saying that the life which I live not by myself, but Christ lives that life in me, and I only live in my what? Faith. I only believe all our righteousness, but few rags. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, how we have put our spiritualities in the church. There are groupings in the church today because they don't eat meat. They are for their group. There are groupings in the church today because they believe in Catholic and others have not accepted the message. We have divided and divided the church into equal, not even equal, but into what we think should be right. Today, we are sitting in the church, but we have so many beliefs that we believe. And those that eat meat, they also have followed their book to rebel against being a vegetarian. I'm speaking all this because I'm an Adventist. And I know the things that we're doing. I'd like to bring to you today that it is nothing that we do. Let me repeat. There is nothing that we do. I'll say that one more time. That there is nothing that we do that can make us appear holy and acceptable in the eyes of God, except if we are covered by the righteousness of Jesus Christ. So, brothers and sisters, it is a privilege to receive the full light from God. When we are here giving you a Bible study, when we are here communing with you in the teachings of the Bible, I want you to know that it is a privilege to know the truth of the Bible. Have a teachable heart and learn at the feet of Jesus Christ. Because Naaman did not have the privilege to study all these things. But God loved that man. So, in spite of all that, Naaman had leprosy. I just want to tell you something about leprosy. Leprosy was a deadly disease. Leprosy carried with it both physical and social stigma. You could not relate with anyone. The honorable man could not see the king. He was laying in the wilderness waiting for his death day. Naaman stood out there just waiting. His fingers falling off from his hands. His toes falling off from his hands. Naaman was in a hopeless situation. The only thing that he was waiting to see was his death. Leprosy was a problem to the point that God allowed, Sister White said, God allowed the idea of leprosy to be viewed as sin to grow amongst the children of Israel because it represents the cancerous increasing situation that sin brings in somebody's life. So leprosy was there with Naaman. And Naaman was isolated. He was in a camp alone, just waiting to die. A leper could not go into the church. A leper could not go into the sanctuary. A leper could not be with his wife. That's why the Bible says that Naaman, the servant of Naaman, was the one waiting for the wife because the man was not in the home. And that man was honorable. That man was great with the king. That man was a counselor, a dependable man in the eyes of God. That man had purpose. I'd like to tell you that it was a shameful disease. Because when you have leprosy, when you read from the book of, I think it should be Leviticus, when you read that book, you find that when you're a leper, you are not even allowed to breathe in the air that the society is breathing. Because if you breathe, you would make others unclean. Or you would spread the disease. Today we're living in a world where everyone is a medical doctor because of the COVID-19 pandemic. We know that once someone coughs out, you must wear a mask or else you cannot see. We know now the word quarantine and to see. So the Israelites, when they see you as a lady, they knew that you had committed a crime in the eyes of God. Such was the case with Naaman. He was a spiritual outcast. He was a social outcast. He was miserable in his life. The only thing that was waiting for him was death. There was no hope for him in this world, and neither was there hope for him in the world to come. His body organs were just broken off. That's what happened to Naaman. The king was concerned. His family was concerned. His friends were concerned. But they also knew that they don't want to lose such an honorable man. They really wanted him to recover. But they understood that the only thing that was remaining for him was death. And that was the only thing that was certain. But it was only a matter of time. So they waited in agony. They looked forward to see a man coming back dressed in his army attire. But they never saw Naaman in such a case. Brothers and sisters, the Bible tells us that in the home of Naaman was a young lady. When you read verse number 2, the Bible says, and the Syrians had brought out a lady and brought back a captive to a young girl from the land of Israel. She waited on Naaman's wife. There was someone in Naaman's house, a house that had a hopeless situation. God knew beforehand what he needed to do for that house. Let me tell you one thing. There is nothing in this world that God is surprised. Did you get what I said? God is never surprised. Even with your giving, even with anything, the most terrible sins that men have committed in this world cannot surprise God. I don't think you understand what I said. There is nothing human beings can do that God will be like, oh wow, now this is beyond measure. And there is no sin that God cannot save. Because for every problem, God places a solution to it before you know it. Let me tell you, you have diabetes, but there's a solution that God placed before you got the diabetes. Before man sinned, the Bible tells us that God had already made a plan for his salvation. God can never be shocked by the things that you do. When you read Genesis chapter 5 and chapter 6, when the world was going into apostasy, when sin had laid into the world, the Bible says that God had a plan. He had an ark to be built. God can never be surprised. And the question that we should ask ourselves is, how are we living with the people around us? The first apostle learned here, ladies and gentlemen, that if you look at this lady, she was a servant. She was a what? And not this morning, she was a servant. She was a what? Or a slave. And no slave has the right to advise the master. You get what I say? No slave has the right to advise the master on anything. To make matters worse, how dare she goes to enter into the family business and talk about the master's illness? It should tell you how good the mother of the home lived with that person. My question today is, how are we living with our mates? The gospel is not about standing in the pulpit to preach, but the